Welcome to Daytona for the running of the Samsung 250. On the pole for tonight's race is Jason Smeo Jr. and to the outside is Tommy Turbo. Hunter Bob is third, fourth Hunter Arnsdorf, and Anthony Wendler rounds out our top five. So night racing at Daytona should be a really wild race. 15 laps around this 2.5 mile oval in Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm excited. It's going to be a great race, I think, as the field paces through 3 and 4. And they will see the green flag this time. And this could really be big for someone locking themselves into the chase for this season. A win and you're in, or someone who has a win already can get another win. Keep someone from getting in that they don't want to. Maybe pace car, make the left-hand turn on the pit road, and we will get set for 15 laps at Daytona, the Samsung 250. As they come down the front stretch, the pace car is in. And they get to the line. We're racing at the World Center of Racing. See, we've already got some 3 wide forming as they hit the backstretch into turn 3 for the first time. Jason Smeo Jr. has led this whole lap so far. He's looking to lead it at the line. Hunter Bob is on his back bumper, pushing him. As they come off 4, look at that big pack behind them, 3 wide. As they come off the corner, it will be Jason Smeo Jr. to lead lap number 1 of the Samsung 250. Tommy Turbo's looking for a second underneath Hunter Bob, and because these guys have gotten single filed out, kind of gotten away from this 3-wide pack, they've kind of pulled away. And here comes Jonathan Rains in the 77. Jack Marshall, Jay Jefferson also has cleared that pack. And you don't want to be back there if a wreck happens. Oh my goodness. Big cluster. Here comes Jonathan Rains with a big push to the bottom. Here's Jack Marshall, Jay Jefferson, Eli Bright lined up behind him. Junior Ramos, who finished second last race, is also there. And Eli has won 2 of the last 4. He's one of only 2 drivers to win in the last 4 races. And right now he's coming up to the front. He's going to put Jay Jefferson in the middle of 3 wide. He's coming through to the bottom. Now they're 3 wide everywhere in this pack besides the front few. Jason Smeo Jr. has been able to hold that lead for now. But if these guys start getting single file down and start working together, who knows? Jonathan and Eli Bright have cleared. Junior Ramos has also cleared. They're going to move up behind them. John Gambit got hit into Keith Powell. They save it. Everyone comes back up. Grace Acevedo's going to have to come back up before the corner. We might see a wreck right here. Grayson Acevedo comes right back up, and Jim Cameron, they're wrecking in the back. Griffin Lynn involved. Jason Smeo Sr. Gracie Acevedo, the caution will come out for a 3-car wreck. As they come back to the line, Jason Smeo Jr. has dominated so far here at Daytona and will lead them back to the yellow. It's going to be a battle for a second. Eli Bright will get it. But man, I think I saw John Gambit in the 60 get spun down to Keith Powell in the 33. And then from there, everything happened. Let's see what happened. Look right here as they come off the corner. You can see John Gambit's getting pushed by Jonathan Buford. Gets pushed down to Keith Powell, and Jonathan King gets some. But Powell gets body slammed off the track. King comes back on. Acevedo decides to go low, thinking there's going to be a wreck, and there's not. But then, once that happens, you have to come back onto the track, and that's something he did not do. He stays down the apron. He had a lot of holes, actually, to come right back up. Jim Gambit will let him up. Keith Powell will let him up, but right here, he comes up right into Jim Gambit, right into Griffin Lynn. Gambit gets away, but Jason Smeo Sr. with damage. Lynn, who has won the last 2 races involved, so it doesn't look like he'll go 3 in a row. So back to the line first was Jason Smeo Jr. I'm sure they're going to stay out here. Or maybe they won't. They look pretty low, but... See, does someone come in? Does someone stay out? It looks like everyone will stay out here at Daytona. So it'll be Jason Smeo Jr. to lead us back to the green flag. Here we go. We'll go back right on lap number 8. And the car's out. Crash fan under this caution, piston failure in that 20 car, so he will be out of the race. We have 39 cars on the lead lap and left in the race. So it'll be Jason Smith Jr. with the race lead. In second is Eli Bright. Third is Brady Rodeness. Fourth, Jeff Bright. And Jonathan Rains is in fifth. In sixth, you have Junior Ramos. Seventh is Dan Bandon. Eighth is Jay Jefferson. Ninth is Paul Mick. And 10th is Tommy Turbo. Jack Marshall is 11th. 12th is Alex Stewart. 13th is Jay Barker. 14th is Hunter Bob. And 15th is Hunter Arnsdorf. In 16th, we have Kevin Bannon. 17th, Anthony Wendler. 18th, Chris Dodd. 19th, Riley Sprague, who's your points leader. In 20th, John Gambit. Then you got 21st is Jonathan King. 22nd is Jonathan Buford. 23rd, TJ Hanley. 24th, Gary May. And 25th, Josh Crash. Levi Jones is 26th. 27th, Derek Bouchard. Michael Gregory is 28th. 29th is Luke Rainey. And 30th is Timothy Heath. 31st, Tim Gary. 32nd, Keith Powell. 33rd, Tyler Lyman. 34th, Trey Rainey. 35th, Dale Petty. Jim Gambit, 36th. 37th, Grace Acevedo. 38th, Jason Smeo Sr. And 39th, Griffin Lynn. These three are involved in the wreck, so I don't think they'll get up to speed. Maybe Acevedo doesn't look like he has too much damage, but I think these three will be at the back. So, will this race end under green? Will we see a quick yellow and another late race restart? Will we have the big one happen? All questions to be asked here. And who wins is another big question. Jason Stamino Jr. has led this whole race so far, has not given up the lead. In fact, if he leads this time by, he will probably lead the most laps. He'll lead 7 laps this time by. If he can get around one more time, it'll be 8, and he will lead the most laps. So the pace car is in. Jason Stamino Jr. has control for the restart, and it's out. Green flag is back in the air, and a good restart for that. 19, the 77 went up to block the 54 just a little bit there. Boy, but Stamino Jr., you don't want to get that far out there. Here comes Bray Wormness underneath Eli Bright. Jeff Bright stays to the high side there. Rains will get down underneath him. That's a little interesting decision there by Bright, going up with the other Bright. As Stamino Jr. just in control right now of this race. He has a big lead over second place. Now, Bray Wormness is going to come up, and this is going to help the Brights, but Eli goes down low. A crossover by Eli Bright to get back down to the inside for a second. He will get to second. Jeff Bright's still stuck on the outside, as Eli Bright will take over second again as they come off of turn number 4. Some 3 wide back there. These packs are going to try and catch up to each other. Here comes Eli underneath Stamino Jr. And at the line, it's going to be Jason Stamino Jr. to lead, and that means he has led the most laps, but Eli Bright's coming to the bottom. The 88 coming strong. Trying to win his 3rd race of the season in only 5 races. But he has Junior Ramos, who has been hungry for a win lately, coming in his mirror, pushing him. And Ramos will look to the inside. We kind of saw this stuff like this happen at Talladega, where the most dominant car fell back towards the middle of the race and then shot back up at the end. Grace Acevedo at Talladega, that happened. Eli Bright will be able to hold the lead. Paul Minnick's coming. Here comes Tommy Turbo, Hunter Arnsdorf, Hunter Bob, all up in this mix. Arnsdorf looks low. Minnick looks low. He's going to have him this time. Eli Bright's going to lose the lead right here this lap. 6 laps to go at Daytona. So if a caution comes out this time, we'll have a late race restart. If a caution doesn't come out this time, the race is official. Paul Minnick gets pushed to the race lead by the 85. Anyone in this pack has a shot. And then the other pack's coming up to the front. Who times it right at Daytona, and does someone time it right, but a caution ruins it? Down the backstretch. I would like to be where about Dan Band is in that 55, just coming into the pack. Although, look at Paul Minnick out there all by himself. Not where you want to be here at Daytona. You want to have that drafting help, and right now he has none of it. But Kevin Bannon shuffles to the bottom. He has TJ Hanley pushing him through. Jonathan Buford, Dan Bannon. 5 laps to go. So if a wreck happens, the race is over. Can anyone catch Paul Minnick? As right now, Minnick has a dominant car. Riley Sprague got put in a weird position right there, coming off turn 2. He's going around! He saved it! What a save! The caution does not come out. They're still racing. We're going to have to look at that save after the race. Oh my gosh, what an amazing save. Coming to 4 laps to go, and Paul Minnick is all by himself. Jonathan Buford goes to the bottom, 3 wide. I cannot believe that Riley Sprague saved that car. That car is completely sideways. Now we have a few stragglers. Chris Dodd going to try and catch up to the pack. Here comes Dan Bannon with 4 laps to go. As they fly by. Right now, no one has anything for Paul Minnick, but they have definitely caught up. Before, they were not even close to him. Now they are caught up. Everyone trying to shuffle down to the bottom, trying to make a run. Schoens comes. Here comes Derek Bouchard. They're going to be 3 wide for the race lead at the end of the backstretch. Schoens has the lane, though, to the bottom. He's going to be able to take it right here. He has Timothy Heath pushing him. Dan Bannon gets shuffled up to the top. Jay Barker, winner of the Hershey Kisses 300 at Daytona this season, trying to complete the Daytona sweep, coming to 3 laps to go. Gary May looks to the bottom, 3 wide. What an outstanding race here at Daytona. If they do not wreck, this will be a great finish, I think. Jonathan Rains coming with Jay Barker. Keith Powell, Jay Jefferson have found their way up to the front. Here they come. Keith Powell looks low underneath Jay Parker. Jay Jefferson's going to try and fill that hole. Jonathan Rains looks for a run. Couldn't get it done. Now he does at the end of the backstretch. Rains looks to the inside. May. Coming to 2 laps to go. Who has timed it right? Jay Jefferson with a big separation between he and Rains. Trying to set it up for the end. Coming to 2 laps to go. And do they wreck on the last lap or with 2 laps to go? Here they are, 2 laps to go. Jefferson gets forced to the middle. Brady Worm has 2 laps to go at Daytona. Side by side for the race lead. And who makes it back with the race lead? Here comes Brady Wormness. Jason Smale Jr., the dominant car, coming back up to the front. Remember how we said this could be just like Talladega. The dominant car falls back and comes up at the end. White flag this time, but Smale Jr. forced to the outside by Tommy Turbo. Eli Bright's coming back. Here comes Samio Jr., though. Had enough for a run and enough of a clearing. The dominant car's back out front. They will see the white flag this time. Does Tommy Turbo, Eli Bright have anything for Jason Samio Jr.? They're going to have to show it this time. Here they come. Samio Jr. looks to the high side. Tommy Turbo will fill the void. White flag, final lap at Daytona. Who gets back in front? Does Eli Bright have a run? He does. He's looking to the inside. But does he make the move too early? Off into 1 and 2. Eli Bright has the inside. Jack Marshall, Alex Stewart coming up. Kevin Ban, Hunter Arnsdorf, other cars on this inside. Eli Bright has to move up to block Tommy Turbo as they come down the backstretch. Jack Marshall trying everything he can to stay inside of Eli's, pushing Turbo up. Oh, they contact and they're all. The leaders are wrecking at the front of the pack. The big one at Daytona. Eli Bright gets away. Alex Stewart gets away. Who gets back in front? Eli Bright comes off of turn number 4 and somehow, in some way, 3 for 5 in this season. Eli Bright wins at Daytona in a wild finish. Everyone wrecked behind. Jeff Bright comes away. Jonathan Rains. Here come other cars. But all attention is on the big one on the backstretch and Eli Bright, who has just won here at Daytona. He was almost spun in that as the leaders wrecked going into 3 and 4. Trying everything they could to win the race. Eli Bright was leading. I don't think he would have made it back without that wreck. I think he would have been, Jack Marshall or someone else. Well, let's see what happened to bring out that caution. This big wreck on the last lap. A wild wreck. Let's see it. Here they are come down the backstretch. See Jack Marshall. It looks like Turbo's trying to move over and side draft off of Marshall. Marshall got clipped by Turbo. Yeah, Turbo just clipped Marshall, and look, it got Eli Bright just a little bit. Eli was sideways, but he kept it going straight. Keith Powell, Kevin Bandon. Bandon gets away. Hunter Arnsdorf. Jefferson is sideways. Jonathan Rains. Arnsdorf goes up and hits the wall hard. He gets Ramos. Jeff Bright. Jason Smale Jr. Cars drive by on the inside, but they're still wrecking. And then the cars come flying in. Look at these guys. Flying in spray tubes up in the air. Gambit spins out. Trey Rainey is involved. Arnsdorf gets hit by the 60 car. Look at all this carnage up here. Still happening. We'll go on board with a few drivers. First, let's go on board with Riley Spraytube in the 14-year points leader. As remember, he had that save earlier. We'll have to look at that save. And then also this. That was a hard hit there for that 14. Jeff Bright has an onboard as he was able to actually escape this and come home with a good finish. And it comes home with what looks like a 6th place finish. Good day for Jeff Bright. Jay Barker won the first race this season at Daytona, and he was involved in this. See, he squirts around the outside, he escapes it, and then Jay Jefferson, who's been on a roll the last few races involved. Let's just look at this wreck again, because say right here, if Eli Bright gets spun, this whole wreck is different. This whole race is different. Eli gets spun down possibly into the, let's look at this again. See how close it is. See, Eli almost gets spun right there. He got clipped. He keeps it under control, but if he spins, everyone else is going with him, and we might see a different winner here. See, Hunter Bob TJ Henley drive through amazingly. I don't know how they did that. John Gamet hits Jay Jefferson hard. That's why he went spinning in there. And now let's look at Riley Spurleytube's amazing save, and we'll come back and look at that. We talked about this. Spurleytube got put in a weird position coming off of turn 2. You see, he's trying to get underneath the reins, but Trey Rainey has a huge run, so he's trying to know where to go. He clips reins, trying to get off of reins. He goes down to Trey Rainey. That car right there, completely sideways, he saves it. What an amazing save, and then he doesn't get hit by Chris Dodd. Amazing save, amazing driving by everyone not to hit him. Let's go on board. Well, let's look at this in real time first, and then we'll go on board the Spurleytube. Amazing save right there. Wow. And now let's go on board with Riley Spurleytube, see what he saw from this. And out of all this madness of the night racing at Daytona, Eli Bright was in the right spot at the right time to bring home victory. Let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Samsung 250 at Daytona. 2 caution flags for 4 laps and 6 lead changes among 5 different drivers. Eli Bright wins again in the Target Series, 3 for 5. Amazing there by that 88 team. And right now in the last 5 races, only 2 drivers have won, Eli Bright and Griffin Lynn. That's insane to think about, and to think that those 2 have been dominating this series in the past 5 races. Second, Alex Stewart tried to catch him at the end, couldn't get it done. Kevin Bannon ends up 3rd, Keith Powell 4th, and 5th, Tommy Turbo. Jeff Bright comes home with a 6th place finish. 7th, Jonathan Raines, who led a lap. Hunter Bob 8th, TJ Henley 9th. Those 2 missed the wreck together, and Brady Warren-West in 10th. So there's your top 20. See the driver that started on pole and dominated this race. Jason Sabino Jr. comes home with 12th. He led 9 laps. And your new points leader is Jay Barker, finished 15th. He takes over the points lead now. So Riley Spurleytube has been dominating this season. I think he took over the points lead about like race 3. He hasn't looked back since, and now he loses it just after halfway through the season, but they're both locked into the chase and the points get reset. So see cars down here, laps down, couldn't finish the race. And you can see Riley Spurleytube down there 37th after being involved in that late race incident. So that's why he loses the points lead and he falls to 2nd, and a lot of people close in. All right, now let's go to the point standings. Here are the point standings after Daytona, and it's Jay Barker now on top of the points list by 22 points over Riley Spurleytube is 2nd. TJ Henley is now within a race. He's 3rd, 77 points back. Jason Smith Jr. moves up to 4th, and Jay Jefferson's back to 5th. Eli Bright falls way up to 6th, and still those 3 wins are his only 3 top 10s. 7th, Jeff Bright has been very consistent this season. He's finished more laps than anyone. In 8th, we have Jim Gamet. 9th, Gary May, and Keith Powell 10th. So there's your top 20. See Eli Bright with that 3rd win that season. That's amazing. There's that 88 team on a roll lately, and maybe they're hitting at the right time. Maybe they found something in that Junior Motorsports camp, as 2 Junior Motorsports cars right now, 6th and 7th. So, I don't know. So that keeps another driver from winning again themselves into the chase, and that means we still only have 12 winners, which means those 12 winners right now are in the chase. 13th and 14th winners down here, Anthony Wendler and Alex Stewart. They need to find a way above the top 30 in points, and then to get past Chris Dodd and whoever else is up there. And you got these drivers back here that just want wins. If you get a win, you're in, possibly. So say someone like Levi Schoen's in 29th wins, they have to pass Chris Dodd to use that or get another win, because number of wins overrides points. So the next race will be the KFC 300 Kentucky. See you guys then.